Yo, what's going on, family? What's going on, family? We are in there. Sorry, live chat currently unavailable. Oh, they hate. What do you mean? What do you mean? Live chat, replay, live chat, summary. Yeah. Oh, man, they come in my live chat. I can't see y'all. I can't see y'all comments. I can't see y'all comments. Hey. They are hating. Let's get to it, though. There's plenty of ways to skin a cat. Plenty of ways to skin a cat. There's plenty of ways to skin a cat. There's plenty of ways to skin a cat. Put some fire in the chat. Put some fire in the chat. What's happening, beautiful people? We finna get this mindset on. We live on TikTok. We live on YouTube. I was gonna go live on Instagram, but they didn't allow me to log in. So it is what it is. Let me know if you can hear my music, YouTube. Let me know if you can hear the music in the background. I got 2 YouTubes running to give you guys that actual beat. I got 2 YouTubes running to give you guys that actual beat, to give you my mindset. Because the title of this mindset, it is 501, 801 on the East Coast. Are you aware? Are you aware? That's what I want to know. Are you aware you can do anything? I come to speak that shit today. I come to talk that shit today. 100%. I come to talk that shit today. Yes. You can make any and everything happen. You just got to put the right mindset. You got to put the right action plan to it. You got to be willing to do what you say you finna do or what you thinking you want to do. That's what I'm talking about today. This is what we're talking about today. So today we're going to give you some little economical news. We're going to give you some fundamental news. We're going to give you some situational news. We're going to give you the banger. We're going to give you the banger. We're going to give you the good stuff today. We're traveling this week. So the schedule is going to be a little bit here and there. What up, Sean? What up, Patrice? What up, Megan? What up, Lorene? What up, Nick? What's happening? Brethren, what's popping? Iron Lady, what's happening? Denara, what's happening? We're going to let this room fill up. Yo, TikTok, y'all tap that screen. This is going to be a mindset for individuals who are in the entrepreneur space, a mindset for individuals who are trying to create more, mindset for individuals who are feeling like they're stuck. Put some 8s in the chat if you feel like you're stuck. And you're just literally like you're like about to blast off. You're like right there, and like there's something that needs to be tweaked that is missing to make you to get over that little hurdle, get over that little hump. Like, put the mates in the chat if this is you, because this mindset is for you. Because I don't know if y'all don't know this, but if you in real estate, the actual percentage of new home sales is as low as it's ever been. Don't know if y'all don't know this. Y'all hit that thumbs up if you're over here on YouTube. Hit that thumbs up if you're over here on YouTube. All you got to do is click that thumbs up and show a brother some love. Let me know you are in here. That's all you got to do. Click the thumbs up. And if you're not clicking the thumbs up, you just don't appreciate the energy. You don't appreciate the consistency. You don't appreciate me coming on, giving you the sauce on a Monday morning to get you going. So it's okay. Like I said, we are here because we choose to be here, because we can do anything we can put our mind to it. And if I'm going to plant seeds early in the morning, I'm only planting seeds in good soil. So if you yourself is toxic soil, if you yourself is a hater, you yourself is an individual that is always comparing yourself to everybody else and not getting the results, so you sit in front of these individuals trying to learn from these individuals, but don't like, don't comment, don't do the extra stuff. This is the reason why your ass ain't growing. Like I said, new home sales are down, old home sales are down, retail sales are down, labor department sales are down. Literally, job cuts are 80% more than it was a year ago. Y'all understand what I'm telling y'all? Y'all understand? I got facts here. Factories in California shutting down left and right. I mean, it's California, so for sure they're going to be shutting down left and right. More than 3% of Paramounts. Do you understand? Employees got cut 3% of Paramount. Do you know what that means? Do you guys understand what Paramount is? That means people ain't watching movies. That means people ain't going to the movies. That means people are not falling for the normal impulse spins to go be entertained because you got access to streams, you got access to Netflix, you got access to Hulu, you got access to Disney Plus, you got access to all of these subscription-based businesses who are literally you are subscribing to. Most probably have 2-3 subscriptions on there and don't even know it. Don't even know it. What up, Nino? What's happening, Nino? What's happening, Nino? What up, Crystal? What up, Ty? Do you guys understand the subscription-based business was not meant for you to level up? It was meant to literally distract you right exactly where you at, on your phone, in your home. Because most people level up when they isolate themselves, and you only isolate yourselves when you're literally at home and you're brainstorming and you're trying to manifest something, you're cooking up something new. And so that's what I'm here to tell anybody and everybody. Don't be afraid to rebrand yourself. Mr. Holistic has to rebrand himself now. You understand that? Mr. Holistic has to rebrand himself because the retail business is not what it used to be. So guess what? We rebranded. We shifted. And when you are front and you're the leader of your own success, you're the individual that is in charge for you and your family to go up. Man, you got to be quick to rebrand yourself. I'm talking about asking God for clarity, asking God for concernment, asking God for the will, the power, the willpower, the strength, the dedication, the consistency to walk with you as you rebrand yourself. So people start saying, man, how do you rebrand yourself? You might need to start fasting. You might need to starve the physical temple from what it wants the most. And people say, well, how do you go from creating and doing all of this stuff to start talking about fasting? I said, because sometimes you need to take your body to the extreme, take all of the toxins out of the actual temple, literally starve the body from what it wants the most, sugar, full carbs, food, and just give it water. And then imagine once you starve yourself, you are going to literally say, I'm fasting in the name of the Lord to give me the ultimate strength to rebrand myself. I'm fasting in the name of the Lord to give me the ultimate willpower to go through the new system that is going to literally level me up. I'm telling y'all facts. I'm not here to preach to y'all, but I'm telling y'all the actual manual, step-by-step mental manual one is going to have to do to rebrand himself. And I'm just talking business. Imagine rebranding yourself as a trader. Imagine rebranding yourself as a husband. Imagine rebranding yourself as a friend. Imagine rebranding yourself as an entrepreneur. Like, yo, Kylie, what up, beautiful? What up, beautiful? You know what we doing over here. You know what we doing over here. Y'all tap the screen for the oil queen. Y'all tap the screen for the oil queen. What's happening? What's happening? Do you guys understand what I'm telling you? As Chris Tucker would say, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth right now? Y'all get some fire in the chat. Oh, I miss you, baby. Oh, I miss you. Oh, I miss you. I pray for you all the time. I pray for you all the time. I send high, real high praise up. Because it's not easy to rebrand yourself. It's not easy to walk away. It's not easy to make a decision that no one is going to understand but you. And that's what I keep telling any and everybody. Like, when you're in this particular journey right now, you have to stand 10 toes down on who you are, what you are, why you're here. So therefore, when things start shifting, things start getting tough, storms start applying to themselves to your journey, you're going to have to be willing to literally bite down on the mouthpiece, keep moving forward if this is what you dedicated to do. So when I start looking at my business and I start biting down and I start moving forward on my business, and I realize the efforts at biting down is not going to give me the results that I am needing to rebrand myself to produce a different outcome. See, and that's what it's about. See, everybody started understanding, like, why would you rebrand yourself? Because we need to be producing different outcomes. Put some H in the chat if you need to be producing a different financial outcome right now. Put some H in the chat if you need to be producing a different spiritual outcome right now. Put some H in the chat if you need to be producing a different physical outcome right now. Do you understand what I'm telling you right now? Because if you're not physically fit, you're not going to be mentally equipped to handle the spiritual elevation that God has for you. And people say, well, what is, I've seen out of shape people be extremely spiritual. The message hit different when the temple and the mental matches the spiritual aggression. Ooh, shit hits different. Let me say it again. Things hit different when the physical and the mental matches the spiritual aggression. Do you understand? The devil look at me a little bit different when he sees me putting 10 toes down on the ground when I wake up in the morning. He go, oh shit, we got some work to do. We got some work to do. We got some soil to literally bring toxic in. Because I don't know if y'all don't know this, because back in the day, they tried to make me like an ordained minister when I was like 12 years old. But when I was too interested in trying to lose my virginity at the time. I'm just saying. They started telling me like, yo, you need to be a minister. You need to be a youth pastor. And I was like, yo, I'm trying to get the neighbor right now. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm trying to hit the neighbor, which is my babysitter. I'm trying to hit it. You know what I'm saying? So Pastor Desmond, I don't know about you, but I don't think I'm fit for the pastor, youth pastor role. I'd rather go down the other road, and they say, well, the sharp and narrow path is thin, and the righteous path is thin and narrow. I said, well, shit, that other one got 4 lanes on it, and I got an HOV on that other one. Yo, God, I'm in an HOV on the 4 wide lane. Difficult road, unrighteous road. I got 4 lanes over there. I got an entourage over there also. So when I started realizing I'm over here on the 4-lane highway, I got space. I'm in my own lane. But the things that are being created, the accidents over there, the roadblocks over there, the traffic stops over there, the setbacks over there on that big old highway, they're not godly storms. They're not storms that is meant to be in your physical path, your spiritual path, your mental path. So these things start overloading you. So when you find yourself trying to rebrand yourself and get back to that narrow, righteous path, your hips hurt, your knees hurt, your back hurt, your bank hurt. Like everything is hurting, you know what I'm saying? Because now you're going through it. You done came back over here to this righteous path, this narrow path, and now your energy been depleted. See, this is what I tell you guys. Like, I like to be physically fit, so when things start getting challenging, I'm not physically feeling the actual blunt trauma of the situation. I get more mental tired than I get physical tired. Understand that. So when I start seeing myself mentally fatiguing myself, I start having these little things, these little pocket things that I like to do to give me my own little boost. So let me tell you guys, I've been blessed to have a skill set, and I don't know if you guys don't know this, but I'm able to see colors on individuals, on things. I'm able to see colors on lights. I'm able to see colors and I don't just see the light. I see like the rainbow effect of the lights. And I've had my eyes tested. I've done all of these things, and I just came to realize that God has gave me a blessing where I can basically see the auras on things and people, and it is absolutely amazing. It is absolutely amazing. And this is something also you can teach yourself. So I started literally aligning the colors with the chakra colors and started understanding that if I see individuals that are like shining red or flickering red and orange, I know it's a lower vibration type of color. Does not mean they're a bad person. Just mean that that's their level of frequency that they're on. So if I start hanging out with those individuals, root chakra things are going to be the actual focus. When I start seeing people in that greenish and bluish color, that lets me know they're in their heart chakra area. They're in their throat chakra area. So they're loving what they're doing. So they're speaking about what they're doing. So I love to interact and network with these type of people because these people have great stories. I don't know if you guys don't know this. So let me tell you guys something what I started doing yesterday. And I started saying, yo, we got to rebrand ourselves. So we got to start reaching out. We got to rebrand Mr. Holistic. We need to be rebranding Mr. Holistic because when I started looking at the analytics of Mr. Holistic, they're absolutely like insane. The analytics for Mr. Holistic is absolutely insane. So for me to sit here and act like Mr. Holistic is not him because Jesse Lawrence is just like, you know what, Hakuna Matata. What else do we need? Hakuna Matata. It means no worries. No, the world needs Mr. Holistic. Mr. Holistic got to rebrand himself. Mr. Holistic needs to get out there. Mr. Holistic needs to be on Joe Rogan. Mr. Holistic needs to be on the Sean Ryan Show. Mr. Holistic needs to be on every top-notch podcast that has a microphone. Mr. Holistic deserves to be in the seat. And people say, well, damn, why is that? What makes you think that you deserve a seat other than everybody else? Because we're doing the exact same thing. Yeah, maybe our levels are different. Maybe your platform is bigger. Maybe your platform has bigger space, bigger audience, bigger likes. Mine does too. My lights are my lights because, like I say, the righteous path is narrow. So I'm not on the 4-lane highway. So I don't have millions of viewership just like you. I get almost 225,000 every 30 days. I get almost 30-some thousand actions, 30,000 transactions where people are going to my page and pressing on things. 30,000 plus interactions. That's daily. I have a 98% viewership in the United States. Do you understand what I just told you? A 98% viewership in the United States. You tell me who's getting it. You tell me who's getting it. I'm just a guy on TikTok, a guy on YouTube. I'm way beyond that. I'm way beyond that. Understand that. So when I started looking at my data, I started looking at my shit. I said, yo, you tripping. You tripping. Everybody that you're seeing that is on your feeds, you're doing the exact same thing. The difference is they got their cameras on and you not. So now it's time to rebrand. And that's why I'm here to tell any and everybody that is here, if you feel like you're stuck, you feel like you're like something is not moving, or things that what it used to be is not like it was. Understand the moment, beautiful people. Understand your moments right here, because everything around us is becoming chaotic. I don't know if you don't know that everything around us is becoming so freaking chaotic. And if you don't understand how to move through chaos, you're going to start like taking that little back step, and you're going to start backstepping, and then you're going to start sitting in idle. You're going to be sitting idle. And I don't know if you guys are very aware of the toxicity of an idle mind. Ew. Let me say it again. Let me say it again. I don't know if y'all are aware of the toxicity of an idle mind. Somebody type the scripture in the chat. An idle mind is a what? I know my old school people know this. I know my old school people know this. I forgot my water in the other room. I need some water right now. I need water right now. We 18 minutes into the live. We 18 minutes into the live. Yo, TikTok, what's happening? An idle mind is the devil's workshop. It's the devil's playground. However you want to say it. I don't know if you don't know this, but if you knew, if we are made in the image of God, that means God planted seeds of his children on this soil. But when he said, let's make them in our image, that means he was talking to someone. I don't know. Maybe this is maybe this goes over your head. Maybe this goes over your head. Y'all tap this screen. Let me say it again. When God spoke the words, let's make them in our image. He said, let's make them. That was a conversation he was having. So then the biggest ultimate question on the spectrum of who was he talking to? Well, you have to assume that he was talking to Lucifer, the most precious and gracious angel that was in heaven at that particular time. So that's a conversation he's having between God and the devil to make us in his image. And then the devil said, we shouldn't even give him choice. If we're going to make him in our image, we shouldn't give him a choice. We should just make him do exactly what we do. And then that's where the battle happened. Mates in the chat, I'm not a Bible thumper, so maybe I got the role play a little bit messed up. But I know he was saying something, let's make them in our image. He was speaking to someone. So that means the devil put children here. God put children here. So you have children of God, godly children, and then you have devilish children. So when you see people doing things that are outside of godly things, those are not God children. When you see people raping, molesting, stealing, and doing all of the negative vibration things that comes on that 4-lane highway, on that 4-lane highway, not that narrow path. Those are not godly individuals. Not saying they can't transition, not saying they can't transcend into a more of a spiritual vessel, because all things through God that strengthens me is possible, 100%. So I'm here to tell y'all, if we all know that there are negative individuals and positive individuals, and you yourself possess both energies, you better rebrand yourself. You better rebrand yourself really, really quick before the negative energy takes over the positive energy. And because of the experiences that you're going through, you're only talking about the toxicity. You're only talking about what's happening to you, not what you're going to do and how you're responding to what just happened to you. It's a different ballgame. It's a different ballgame. What you're going to do when everything around you has zero value left for individuals who are not willing to level up? What are you going to do when artificial intelligence comes in because people are using it to see how they can scale up the business that you're currently sitting in the lowest vibration in? See, I like to make it to put it to reality. We got 3,000 likes over here TikTok, so I always appreciate TikToks over there tapping that screen. I appreciate TikTok tapping that screen. We got a whole bunch of my community members over here on YouTube, and they won't even hit the like button. So TikTok, even though I'm highly sensitive, I 100% appreciate you guys. I 100% appreciate you guys. For those who are over here on YouTube, they refuse to click the button, whether you knew or whether you're not, and if you, especially in the OBG and the community, I hope your thumbs don't work, and I hope your thumbs stay wet. So anytime you try to log into your broker to take a trade that we did, I hope it don't even activate for your ass. I hope your screen get wet and we give the biggest trade out and your ass can't even open up your phone because your thumb's wet. I wish that on your ass, just because what I'm pouring into your ass, your cup is so full, your ego is so at its highest phase and at the lowest energy of input, you don't even know how to show love. You understand that? You don't even know how to show love. Well, hell, I'm already in the drawdown. Why I need to press the like button? I paid my subscription. Why I need to pay the like button? You're the person standing up in the pearly gate talking about, I didn't know I need to pray 3-4 times a day. I didn't know that. I thought I would just could pray on Sundays. I thought I could just come here and just pray on Sundays and be okay. You're that person. You're also the individual that literally put stuff down on paper but never go outside your house and put action to it. So you wonder why things don't happen to you. I like to keep it real. If you're sitting in a situation where your situation has not changed and you're not even willing to go onto paper, to rebrand it, to reroute it, to in-game adjust, call an audible, what the hell, time out, coach, what the fuck we doing right now in life? If you're not that individual, then I would personally ask you to just literally just swipe up and just get on up out the line. You're an individual that ain't gonna help yourself no way. And I'm not talking to the people that are not willing to help themselves. I'm coming on here this morning telling you, as a guy that's in business for 25 years, I am going to rebrand myself right now in your face and don't give two shits who say something, who don't like it. I don't care. I was a professional basketball player. I switched to mixed martial arts. I switched to Muay Thai, stand-up fighting. People said, bro, what the hell is you doing? Why would you go from one extreme to the other extreme? And this makes less money and it's literally more dangerous. Why would you do it? I had a 8-year fighting career, 3-time former world champion. I got more injuries in basketball than I've ever had in mixed martial arts. So everything those motherfuckers told me was a lie. You don't understand faith and fear is the exact same thing. I don't. It takes the exact same amount of energy. Believing in something that is not there. Do you understand what I just told y'all? Faith and fear is the exact same thing. You say, well, how can you compare? Well, faith, it takes you believing in something that's not there. A faithful journey is a never-ending journey because being faithful never stops. This is why I never question my faith, because it's unlimited. The faith is unlimited. I have zero expectations out of my faith. I just am faithful. That being faithful is the righteous thing to do. Ooh, Kendrick, you hear what I just said? Them bars right there. Ain't nobody gonna get on TikTok. Ain't nobody gonna get on YouTube. Ain't nobody gonna get on Instagram. Ain't nobody gonna tell you that. Being faithful is a never-ending journey. So for those who are faithful but are expecting for something to happen, that ain't faith. That is expectations. Ooh, bullshit. Bullshit, you're gonna put some expectations. You gotta put that work in. Let me tell you about fear. You see, fear has killed more success than failure. Let me say that again. I like to repeat these things, especially when I'm on stage and I got a big crowd in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Fear has killed more success than failure. People who have just talked themselves out of really good moments in life. And then you wonder why you're sitting idle. You wonder why you still working 9 to 5. You wonder why you got 2 jobs. You wonder why your kids don't listen. You wonder why your man don't listen. You wonder why your girl don't listen. You wonder why there's always some negative energy. Like, why do I feel like I'm by myself and there's no one around me to literally elevate me, educate me, motivate me? Because it's your responsibility to do that. Let me say this loud and clear, and I need somebody to type it in the chat in all caps. Your vibration is your responsibility. Type that in all caps. Your vibration is your responsibility. And if you're not taking responsibility of your own vibration, what makes you think somebody else is going to do it? See, when I see people with their vibration in limbo, I try to stay away from those people because you never know where they at. And then if I see those people are in my network, I get real close to those people. You want to know why? Because I operate on a higher vibration. And when you operate on a higher vibration, it's absolutely nothing to go through the layers of your vibration, to just drop them down, to just coordinate with an individual to see, how can I assist you? How can I get you out of this frequency? How can I level you up right now? Because you're in my operation. For you to be sitting at this lower vibration when we're over here operating at a higher vibration, how can I help you get on the stairs and keep leveling up right here, right now? And the key statement to what I just said to an individual that is at a lower vibration and frequency than where I'm at, how can I get you to get on these stairs and level the fuck up? People nowadays see individuals like myself leveling up and leveling others up, and they expect me to send the elevator to them. You see, you understand? People see high vibration individuals, and they expect you to bring the elevator down for them. I'm in business for myself. Let's talk about the trading space. I'm in the day trading space for almost 10 years now, educating for 5 years, successful for 5 years. So therefore, there's nothing but stairs here. Now, very few get an elevator, but they started on the stairs. They took the stairs up. They probably took the elevator back down, but they took the stairs up. There's no way around it. So when you're trying to rebrand yourself and you're trying to literally produce new outcomes, new results, you're trying to financially boost your bank account, you better start. You better get on those stairs and stop waiting for the elevator to come down, because ain't no financial opportunities coming down on the fucking elevator. Ain't nobody walking into your house, knocking on your door, and handing you financial opportunities, handing you financial growth. Ain't nobody doing it. You want to know why? Because I just told you, new home sales are down. Old home sales are down. Retail sales are down. Labor departments, like incoming is down, meaning people who are getting laid off, they're not even seeking new jobs right now. So the labor department, they're not even filing unemployment. They're just giving up. Ew, I'm telling you, these are stats. These are economical stats that are happening right here, that is coming from the last 4 years of what we've been doing. So the first year of a new presidency, you're dealing with the last 4 years. Anything past the first year, It is the current president's fault. So if we go through another like 8 months, 6 months, 5 months of what we're going through, it is Mr. DT's fault, not Mr. Biden, just to let everybody know. Just to let everybody know. So you can't get so caught up on who's in the White House when no matter what, the system that around us is transitioning into a digital system. The system that around us is literally falling apart in our face. And then you're wondering why you're trying to hold on to an old system that treated you like shit. It's like the girl that's in an abusive relationship. I met a girl this weekend. I won't call her a girl, I'll call her a woman. I met a woman this weekend that told me she's been in a 3-year abusive relationship. And my only question was, why 3 years? Y'all got kids together? Yes. Why 3 years? Because of the kids? Yes. What did you just teach your kids then? Because now you just told me you're fucked up, you're at your rock bottom, you ain't got nothing, you just transitioned, you ran from California, now you out here, you staying with someone who you thought was someone, but they not, and now you got to find you and your kids a better place. What made you stay there 3 years? See, these are sensitive conversations for battered women. These are sensitive conversations, but let's not act like the situation and the conversation should not be had to an individual who is not in there that you're coming to and asking for an assistant, asking for advice. I see you coming to my vibration and my frequency. I interact with you, and then the conversations that we have are like this. But the ultimate problem in that whole conversation is, why did you wait 3 years to rebrand yourself? Because you can do anything that you put your mind to. You can do anything. What made you stay there? Was it love? Was it sex? Was it money? Was it fear? Was it lack of faith? Find out what made you stay there, and then that will be the solution to the reason why you level up. Because see, most people can't admit. They can't even admit why they stayed there. And I said, you might not want to hear this, sweetheart, but the day you realize that what you just did for the last 3 years was stupid, ignorant, low IQ-ish, unmother-like, the day you realize that, and that hurt your seeds more than that helped your seeds, that didn't show your kids perseverance. That didn't show your kids dedication. That showed your kids that you did not have faith. That showed your kid that you did not have the strength. That showed your kid that you did not have the willpower to walk away from a shitty situation that you for sure wouldn't allow your children to be in. These are sometimes the hardcore facts that a lot of people don't understand that the outside must say because the outside is not in the situation. And when I said that, she broke down in tears and she looked me in my face and she says, it's so crazy that my brother told me the exact same thing and I fought with him and I haven't talked to my brother in almost 5 months. And now here it is, a complete stranger is spitting it word for word. And now you got me over here feeling some type of way. I said, that's let you know that the truth hurts. That don't mean you shouldn't hear it. You understand that? Because the truth hurt, that does not mean you should not hear it. So I'm here to say 34 minutes into this live, never be afraid to rebrand yourself. Never be afraid to be faithful and walk into the uncertainty of your lifestyle. Walk into the uncertainty of your financial situation. Walk into the uncertainty of having the roof over your head. I'm telling you, I left everything. I've left everything twice. You understand that? I was a professional basketball. I played professional basketball. I left it. I went to mixed martial arts. Climbed to the top of that world. I left it. Now I'm in the business space. 20 plus years. I'm ready to lead that motherfucker too. And you know what I'm ready to do? I'm ready to make this the trust. I'm ready to make the physical temple the LLC, the incorporation. I'm ready to make this the actual faithful revenue. I'm ready to make the voice the product. That's what I'm on. So that takes rebranding, that takes isolation, that takes elevation, that takes pissing people off, that takes having hard conversations, that takes removing yourself from one side of the table to the other side of the table and asking motherfuckers to either scoot over or get the fuck up. Pardon my language, but I'm aggressive this morning. It is Monday morning and I'm feeling myself and I'm allowing my ego to come back into the play, because sometimes your spirit is not meant to go knock on doors. Your ego needs to do it. And then once you get inside, you allow the concernment of your spirit to overtake the ego and put him back in the back seat and let somebody know your vision, your mission, your why, and the things that you got going on so you can connect, because you are the solution. You're the solution to billions of individuals' problems. You're the bridge to billions of individuals' problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the vibe. That's where it's at. And then your vibe, you find your tribe. Your vibration frequency like links up. And then as you becoming the better version of the rebranded self of yourself, any and everything that individual needs, literally it comes. It's attracted to that individual. Because everything you're going to need for your journey, you're going to have, and you got to have faith that you're going to receive it. But where you're giving at, what's your giving looking like to get a bigger sword? What's your giving looking like to get a stronger shield? What's your giving looking like to have a tougher armor on, so when you start getting penetrated with things, people are tossing things at you, you are literally able to just walk and be like the lion in the jungle when the chihuahua is barking. As a lion, I'm not going to turn around and waste my energy to bite a chihuahua, because it doesn't belong in the jungle anyway. You know how many times you're biting individuals that don't belong in your jungle? You're biting on individuals that don't belong in your actual journey in the first place. You know how many times you are going back and talking to the same people, telling them a new story while they're in the current story and they can't see the new story. So it's pointless to keep talking about where you're going when the people who are sitting where you at don't believe you. Jay-Z had a favorite saying, "We don't believe you, we need more people." Do you understand what I'm telling you? You can't keep sharing new visions, new motivation, new inspiration to where you want to go with people standing where you at. It's not impressive to them. They've seen you fail too many times. They've seen you give up too many times. They've seen you get depressed too many times. They've seen you do this cycle so many times. Put some H in the chat if people have seen you running around like a chicken with your head cut off because you got a new idea. You get excited really, really quick. So therefore, as your excitement grows, you start jumping into things that are without really thinking it through, without really having a plan to it. So let me tell you this, with this new wave, with this new motion, with this new energy, let me tell you, the last thing you want to do is be out here winging it. Last thing you want to be doing is going and rebranding yourself without a proper plan. You see, that's where the 5 Ps come in. And that's why I'll keep telling people, like, you got to stay ready before you get ready. So therefore, when you have proper preparation, it's going to prevent the poor performance. And people say, "Oh man, I know about that." Well, everybody know about that. Why you're not applying it? It's just like the individual who has the trading routine, but don't follow the trading routine and wonder why he's not consistent. But when you read the trading routine, the routine gets you excited because the routine is for a fucking winner. You know how many times I go back and I start reading my routine? And then I go back and I analyze what I just did for the last 3-4 days, and I realize, I had 2 messy ass losses. And if I go back and journal what I was doing in those losses, I wasn't even able to check the first 3 things on my actual trading routine. And if I can't check off the first 3 things in my trading routine, we're not even pressing the button. And I have 7 checks I need. You only need 3. I have 7. I have a process of 7 before I press the button. And that gives me my 94, my 95% winning ratio. I have 7 checkpoints. So that lets me know I'm not willing to take any and every trade. I don't want any and every trade. I want my trade. It's a fucking $6.6 trillion market. There's enough money for everybody. I want what's mine. And I'm telling you, I want every cent. I don't care about what you get. I'm willing to help you get more. But what is aligned for me and my family? I'm 10 toes down, guerrilla warfare for it. I'm telling you. My guy said, bro, listening to you feels like I'm listening to my true self. Amen, Mr. Brown. Amen. And let me tell y'all something. I'm not pointing fingers at anyone. Everybody that knows me and been around me for the last 4 or 5 years and been hearing my mindset, I get on this motherfucker and I talk about myself. I'm telling you what I'm going through, and I'm telling you the mindset that it's going to take me to retransition myself and people that are following me. I'm not just some average guy. I've been in business for a very long time. So when I start rebranding myself, I have to go to the people like Moses. I have to go to the people like Moses and say, hey, come over here so I can sit you over here. Well, what do you mean, Mr. H? You've been paying me $15 an hour. You've been paying me commission. You've been doing this. How am I going to make money? They start wearing. I don't know how to swim. I ain't got shoes on. What he talking about? He going to spread the Red Sea. He ain't got nothing but a stick. Man, y'all better come with it. Y'all better come with it. Faithfulness is extremely unfaithful because it has no ending. You know what I'm saying? Faithfulness is extremely unfaithful because it has no ending. So it takes strength, it takes courage, it takes willpower, it takes discipline, it takes understanding, it takes concernment, it takes you knowing that being faithful is the right thing to do. And one thing we have from the beginning of this conversation is the power of choice. We went through a spiritual battle for the power of choice. And you guys are choosing to interact with the lowest form of the vibration of the seeds that you know that literally, come on now. I'm not even going to say it. Y'all know the devil is roaming. Y'all know evil is roaming at your doors. Y'all know it's roaming. You know evil is after your children right now. Look, and guess what evil looks like right now? Somebody asked me, what does evil look like? I'm gonna give you one word. I'm gonna give you one word right here in 2025. Somebody type in the chat, Mr. H, what does evil look like in 2025? Ooh, it's the ultimate word. It is the ultimate word. Somebody just texted on me on TikTok. What does evil look like in 2025? It looks like confusion. It is confusion. You don't know which way is right. You don't know which way is left. You don't know which way is up. You don't know which way is down. You got pastors being literally recoded. You got doctors killing individuals. You got lawyers going to jail. You got teachers telling your children that there's something else is the most ultimate confusion. And that's what it looks like. That is what evil is in 2025. Their energy of confusion, making you confused, thinking that you're anything other than a child of God. They took God's name out of school and then they just put it back. They put it back and ain't nobody saying it. Do you understand what they did? Do you guys understand what I'm telling y'all? They took God and Jesus out of school, put it back, and don't nobody say it. They just put it back so motherfuckers can just shut up about it. Do you understand what I just told y'all? I told y'all 5 years ago that the Obamas, and I hate to just throw people's names out there on my live stream because it's hella controversial. So I don't care if you left side, right side. What I care about, are you the righteous individual? Because if you're a righteous individual and you got your kids in the public school, the Obama administration put prison food in your lunchroom, your kids' lunchroom in your high school. Let me say that again. They put prison food in your children's high school lunchroom. And then people out here bitching and complaining that, man, they're going to take away the free lunch. You should be making your kids lunch anyway. They shouldn't be eating that shit anyway. And then you wonder why kids are acting the way they're acting. You wonder why kids are getting put on Ritalin. You wonder why they're labeling and stamping kids with ADHD because they're saying, "Oh, he can't focus. Little Tommy can't focus. Little Mr. H can't focus. Oh, they're too sporadic. Their energy is all over the place." How about you just understand that this is not a vessel that you can indoctrinate because the vessel understands. The vessel understands what you're preaching is low vibration. What you're preaching is on the wide spectrum, not the righteous narrow path. My son got kicked out of entrepreneurial class in college because the teacher started asking him, "Do you know what an entrepreneur is?" My son raised his hand and said, "My father's an entrepreneur because he's been in business for himself. And he always says he likes to write on the front of the check versus the back of the check." So my son reverted the question back to the professor and said, "Sir, so my question to you, do you know what an entrepreneur is? Because if you do know, how could you be teaching entrepreneurship working for someone else?" Damn. My 21-year-old son said that to his college professor, and they kicked his ass out of class. If you're teaching entrepreneurship, why the hell are you working for someone else? Because the minute you start writing the front of the check, you can never go back. I don't know about everybody else. Like, I would rather struggle working for myself than struggle working for someone else. How about you struggling with 2 jobs when if you would have just worked for yourself, you would have been more benefited from that anyway? At least if the money don't add up here, you got your time. And if your time is not adding up because you also slave yourself when you're an entrepreneur, guess what you got? You got your passion. You're doing something you love. So the time is totally different. People are confused on that. So when people say, "Bro, how you travel the way you travel?" Because it ain't work for me. Every time I look at it like, man, you're giving me another opportunity to jump in different soil, plant different seeds, water them, put sun on them, sing to them, and help them break through soil. Ooh. Do you understand? There's a tree. It's like, I think it's called like the Chinese bamboo tree. I think it's the Chinese bamboo tree. I'll get the proper name. But let me tell you about the growth of the Chinese bamboo. Then I'm gonna get up out of here. You can plant a Chinese bamboo seed today. And the reason why most people do not buy this tree, because it is one of the most difficult trees to grow, to nature. What was it like? Nutrient. I think it's nutrient. Like to give it like nutrient. Put it. I'm gonna say it Ebonics wise. It's the hardest motherfucking tree to take care of. One day, for the first 3 months, I think it's the first 3 months. The first 3 months, yeah, nutrient. I think it's something like that. You have to water it specifically, a specific amount of water every day. And each phase is as it's growing. It's the bamboo, right? You have to water it specifically at a certain time. And anytime the water comes outside that structured time, it prolongs the growth. It prolongs the evacuation of growth through the soil. It prolongs it. So if you follow that process, they say, don't quote me, but I'm going to give you some numbers. They say, if you follow this process for up to 5 to 6 months, the bamboo tree, within 5 to 6 weeks, grows to 6 to 8 feet. So let me say this again. It is a rigorous process of growth for the first 6 months of consistent pouring water, consistent sunlight, consistent nurturing, and then within 5 to 6 weeks, it grows 6 to 8 feet. So my question is it taking a year and 2 months to grow 5 to 6 to 8 feet? Or is it taking 5 to 6 weeks? This is the ultimate crazy. You understand? Did it take the tree 5 to 6 weeks to grow like this? Or did it take the whole time for it to grow like this? Because my question to you is you trying to grow overnight or are you trying to grow through time? Because if you're trying to go overnight then and you're missing the little watering, you're missing the sunlight, you're missing the consistency of nutrient and telling yourself that, yo, we are in good soil right now and it's just a matter of time we're going to have our breakthrough. I'm telling you, I get so fucking excited when I talk like this because I'm talking about myself. I just put myself back in the ground. Fuck out of here. I get hella excited. I just put myself back in the ground and I got a multi-million-dollar operation. I just put myself back in the ground. So people say, bro, you look crazy right now, bro. You look crazy as hell right now. And I said, bro, ain't no better time to do it than to do it right now because where I'm at and where I'm going, you understand? Where I'm at right now and where I'm going, it's going to take going back in the ground, rerooting myself. So therefore, next time I shoot out, ain't no coming back down. Ain't no coming back down. The only way we come back down is to receive the fruits from the tree. I don't know if you guys understand that. Like you can't be waiting for proper fruit if you ain't had the proper harvest, you ain't planted the proper seeds, you ain't put in the proper work. I'm here to tell y'all, man, you can do anything that you want. You just got to be aware. And you got to understand the shit ain't going to come easy. Shit ain't going to come easy. Shit ain't going to be given to you. Ain't nobody going to come to help you but you. And if you're blessed to have others around you on the same frequency, the same vibration, physically fit, mentally together, and spiritually trying to elevate, now you done found your tribe. He said you can move mountains. I don't know if you guys don't understand the definition of future. I don't know if you guys don't understand the definition of future. Let me read it to you. Watch this. Let me see if Siri would give it to me. Let me get off the live stream right here on my other phone. Let me see if Siri will give it to me loud. Let me see if Siri will give it to me loud. Let me cut my phone. Let me put the volume up. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. There we go. Sound mode off. Silent mode off. There we go. Hey Siri. Can you give me the definition of future? You can't hear. Let me hold this right here. I don't need you no more, Siri. I got it right here. The future definition is the time or period of time following the moment of speaking or writing, time regarded as still to come. Y'all did not hear what I just said. Did you just hear what I just said? The future definition. It is the time or period of time following the moment of speaking or writing. So that means your future does not exist unless you speak it or write it. I don't know if you don't understand that. I don't know if you don't understand that. It's right here. It's right here. It says again, the time or period of time following the moment of speaking or writing, time regarded as still to come. You take that shit home and put that shit in your bank right now. You take that home and you put that in your bank right now. Do you understand what I just said? You understand the words that just came out of my mouth? Y'all tap that screen. Good morning, Lele. Good morning, beautiful. You understand what I just said? Yo, what up, baby? Coming from India. What up, baby? Cassie up, bye. Cassie, wow, Cassie up. That changed your perspective, right? So imagine you know about the future. Go Google the past and tell me what the past said. Yeah, watch this. Watch this. Hey Siri, can you give me the definition of the past? No, Siri, I don't need the next one. Let me read it to the audience. The past is an adjective. Adjective is an adjective. Gone by in time and no longer existing. Also, it says it is a specific period of time occurring before and leading up to the time of speaking and writing. Y'all don't understand what I'm telling y'all right now. Y'all been so stuck on the past, and you start talking about the past, and you're speaking your past into existence. Oh man, I want to be a 7-figure individual, but man, I don't even know how am I gonna pay rent this month. Fuck, I don't need 7 figures right now. I need $2,300 to pay my rent. You just spoke up your past. I just gave you the future, and I just gave you the past, and I just gave you the layman's definition, and ain't nobody told you that. Ain't nobody told y'all that shit. You want to know why? Because they don't want you speaking your future in existence. They want you ruining your moments right now, so stressed about the past, losing your faith because faithfulness is unfaithful. Listen, y'all don't understand what I'm just saying. Y'all don't understand what I'm saying. They want you indoctrinated on this shit. Sunshine, they want you indoctrinated on this shit. I'm telling y'all straight. So now that you know that the past is something that you speak of, the future is something that you speak of, goes back to knocking, door shall open, seeking, ye shall find, asking, ye shall receive. What you asking for? What you asking for? What up, Godfather? What up, baby? What you asking for? Those mouths don't get fed. Ask for the right things, and ye shall receive. I love y'all. I love y'all. Like I told y'all, I'm excited today. I'm excited. I'm in new soil. I'm fucking in new soil right now. You know what I'm saying? My roots are wiggling. My seed is like, oh, hell yeah. Because I left a professional sport, went to another professional sport. I went from a team sport to a solo sport. We're going solo, baby. We're going solo. Solo dolo. I love y'all. I love y'all. New brand, new partners, new mission, new vibes, new vision. new shoes, new windows, new buildings. Scaling up, baby. And let me tell y'all something before I go. I don't mind myself shooting for the stars, failing, getting stuck in the clouds, looking down and realizing even at my failing ratio, I'm still higher than everybody else. Amen to that. Probably even physically higher than everybody too. Probably physically higher than you motherfuckers also. I'm just saying. Not only am I physically higher, I'm mentally higher, spiritually higher. We higher than a motherfucker right now. Cloud 9 ain't shit. We on cloud 88, baby. 888, Vegas. I love you guys, man. Y'all make the rest of your day the best of your day. I appreciate everybody tuning in. We're live every Monday morning, literally at 4 a.m. on the West Coast, 7 a.m. on the East Coast, literally dropping dimes and dropping gems so you get your mind right going into the week and start reinventing yourself, creating that grind and understanding that if you have a to-do list, you need to be knocking that shit out. You know what I'm saying? And the best way to do it is self-development, discipline, and understanding like ain't nobody gonna knock that list out. You wrote it, you spoke it, make that your future. I just gave you the definition of what the future is. So literally wishing for the future to be different without speaking it to be different and taking actions for it, that's delusional and that's insanity. I don't even have to give you the definition of insanity. I'm out. I love y'all. Y'all make the rest of your day the best of your day, beautiful people. Deuces, deuces, deuces. Drop a comment on the live, share the live to any and everybody that you know needs to hear this. If you're on TikTok, go and literally subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're going live. Actually, tomorrow I'm traveling, so I won't be live in the morning because I got to be at the airport. I might go live because I don't got to be at the airport till like 6. So I'll still go live in the morning. We still got class in the morning. We're trading live tonight at literally 7 p.m. my time, so 10 p.m. Eastern. So I will check everybody out tonight. I love you guys. Deuces, beautiful people. What a live. What another live for the archives. Do y'all understand the archives?